Hello, hello, penis. Hello, hello, penis. Alright, I'm just gonna do a few story quests before work. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. So, Papa Lamau sacrificed himself. You know, I mean, I'm not surprised either way. If he comes back somehow, he's not really dead, or if he is dead, I don't know. I think he's really dead. But I'm not going to be surprised if he turns back up. You know, just, I don't know, is wouldn't. I feel like it's going to be a thing with this game where dead people keep coming back or something, somehow. But who knows? I hope they don't keep coming back. I hope he stays dead, to be honest. 'Twould also manipulate as well. 'Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the griffin's mask we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilberd. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual. Even as we looked on, by the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papa Lamau was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilberd came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind, aspected aether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Mayhap it was the work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Krile, I have need of your assistance. Aye, yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. Well, without so much as a by your leave. Pray forgive Archon Y'shtola her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. Desire to comfort Yada doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with the grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, Lady Alize, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papa Lamau's sacrifice. Quite, we must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. Okay, so that was the last of 2.5, whatever. So now I'm on the last section, I think, of, I just noticed how full my inventory is. It's not good. Oh, I need to go sell those and turn these in and get rid of some of these. I mean, these are all market prohibited, and I can't turn them in for things, so I guess I'll just discard these. A little bit better. The obvious solution. Geez, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation at East Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Y'shtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well, then I suggest we leave the Rising Stones into Taru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. So I gotta go home. Also, because I want to start Stormblood on a different stream, so I want to make sure I don't go over. I wonder if there's going to be like a long cutscene at the last quest. First I got to figure out how many quests there are. I think there's only 5 in this one. And this is the first, so...
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
Oh, hungry.
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Okay. Black Shroud home. Okay, gotta go home. I'm gonna go ahead and check just to make sure I don't want to start. Well, I mean, I don't think I can anyway, because I think it will play credits again. Well, I definitely don't want to beat the post quest to, like, right now, right before work. Cause if I try to, it'll probably go right into, what do you call it? Like, cut into time that I'm supposed to be, like, getting ready for work and make me late. But, wow, this one's only 4 quests. Okay, and this is the first of 4. Oh, got it. Welcome, Warrior Light. This way, if you please. I wonder how many cutscenes all 4 of these quests have.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice-damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Yes, sir. A Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
I don't. You might as well propose it out loud.
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanal since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Shadows are kind of fucking with me right now.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Oh, you're asking me? No, but I'll keep an eye on him. He makes a convincing case. I'll say that one.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
Well, it's one down, 3 to go. Well, that was rather unexpected development, one which raises a number of questions, not least among them, how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. The orchestration role. Oh, wait, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the achievements. Okay, Lancer, Gladiator. Oh, yeah, I need to do these then, because they popped up. Oh, that's the supply one. Present. Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alizé is already on her way. It will not due to lag too far behind. Let us be off. So I might just do this last one. Excuse me. That way I at least have 2 quests to do when I get back tonight. Cheese, alpha male ready to go. The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, lest you wonder. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. And you let him, despite his very timely offer of assistance. The thought of the man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, alpha male. Your sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yaguri are... Ah, well, here they are now. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course to Cartnell? When I ask that we delay our departure slightly, require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observations ere we proceed. It would seem wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh, I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright. While Alpha Male speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Mordona. We can reconvene at the Rising Stones. My own apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Y'shtola and the others forthwith and join you as soon as I am able. She's pray accompany Alizé back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest. Right, everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. Okay. We're traveling with Master Garland, miss. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. Okay. I gotta use the restroom. I'll talk to him real quick. Not quite a door-to-door service, but it can exactly land her in the Toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones then? Okay, so this is the last one. Or, well, the last thing I had to do in this quest. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna stop after I talk. Hopefully it's not a cutscene. Hello, Nero, whatever.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation. Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
A kettle. Oh, there's Yada. Ida, whatever.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Oh, forgot about him.
Good gods, that voice could fell a gigas.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger. I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Oh, is he gonna... Never mind. I thought he was gonna, like, hug her, pick her up.
Why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly, but now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
Back to her
It is
homeland.
not so simple, Gozetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
I wonder if Stormblood is gonna have me go to where she's at. I didn't even think of that.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed that we weren't gonna see where she was from, but yeah, I guess that makes sense to go there eventually in an expansion. So I guess Stormblood maybe is where we'll go.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? Yugiri, you draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
I wonder if he's a samurai because his weapon. I guess he is, I would assume. Geez, wait, could I speak to you for a moment? Remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Yeah, I remember that. Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. Oh, so I guess what the present was. Well, actually, I saw it. You can try it on right now if you like. I was looking at the quest or whatever, and it showed me the reward. But I thought it was a later quest, and I was confused what this present was, but I guess this is what it is. Aw. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So how does it feel? Not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell you how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the warrior light is, it's well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. Also sewed in a blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. That's cool. Oh, okay, neat. They're all level 1. Okay, I'm gonna go do that then. Fly free, my pretty. Let's decline that, and that's the... yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put these in the, what do you call it? Glamour plate. Okay. Scion. Where's that? Scion. Did it not give me any hands? Black strife. Maybe it didn't. Oh, I look good with this. There's a bit of red. Okay, necklace doesn't matter. Wrists won't matter. Put that ring in. That ring, I guess. So they didn't give me any, now I'm gonna check. Main scenario. Post-Heavensward. Scion, monocle, jacket, bottoms, boots. Okay, it doesn't give me any hands. That's fine. I kind of want to use it. Whoops. Kind of like the arms folded with this outfit. Actually, I want to see. Wait, put this thing away. Yeah, why not? The ribbons are fine. Keep hitting the wrong thing. I think my change pose is that. There we go. Finish your venture. Go for 500. Hang on. I didn't mean to summon you again. Pretty much, yeah, I think I can turn in everything for seals. It's the wrong one. Got a little too close to her. I think they're looking at me. I feel awkward. Sorry, person. Oh, provisioning. Supplies. Oh, I guess I only have one supply. What do you call it? Crafter. And I have the other gatherers or whatever. It makes sense. Anyway. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do before I go. I'm gonna go turn in these cards. I think they're here. Not there, here. Oh, there's an event going on too. Wonder if I can do this in time, whatever it is. No, come on. There we go. There we go. I think I'm gonna log out here. Good spot too. I think I did everything I wanted to do.